Attention, the following broadcast has been approved by Outcasted OC. Viewer discretion is advised. Incoming transmission in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey guys, for those of you that don't know me, this is Lauren from Outcasted OC and I am here with this week's Impact review, and it is the review of Slammiversary 2023. We are just literally hot off the tail of Slammiversary. It was a great pay-per-view. So the pre-show was Jodie Trett and Didette Dolls versus Savannah Evans, Giselle Shaw and Jay Vidal. And the winner was Jodie versus Didette Dolls. It's way too early yet to kind of say, but so far so good with Jodie and Didette Dolls. They're a very, very new tag team, so I'm very curious to see how they progress. The next match was for the Digital Media Championship, and that was Joe Hendry, who was champion, versus Kenny King. Joe and Kenny have had quite a few the last few weeks. You know, Joe making songs about him, about Kenny's previous jobs as a stripper, etc. And the winner of that match was Kenny King, who is the new Impact Digital Media Champion. That is a tongue twister. So then the main Slammiversary, the main event, not quite literally, but so the first match we had on the card was the Impact World Championship, and that was Alex Shelley versus Nick Aldis. And the winner of that match was Alex Shelley. After the match, Josh Alexander made his return to the Impact Zone from injury, and we'll have to wait and see what happens there, whether it's going to lead to a match between Alex and Josh down the road. Side note, Nick Aldis seems to be done with Impact. He was only on a very, very short-term deal with them. I think it was more of a handshake deal. So as it stands, Nick Aldis is allegedly a free agent right now. Where he ends up, who knows. I would love to see him in WWE, but under his Nick Aldis name. I don't want them having a stupid gimmick or a name change. I think he's made himself as Nick Aldis, so it makes sense. Only time will tell. The next match, then we go to the Ultimate X match. I love Ultimate X matches. They are very high flying, very entertaining. You just never know what's going to happen, who's going to jump off the rope up onto the, the X. So that was Kushida versus Mike Bailey versus Jonathan Gresham versus Alan Angels versus Kevin Knight versus Jake something. And the winner of that match is Kushida, and he gets a shot at the X Division Championship at a later date. The next match was for the Knockouts World Tag Team Championships, and it was the Coven. For those of you that don't know who the Coven is, it's Taylor Wilde and Kylan King versus Killer Kelly and Masha Samovich. So Killer Kelly and Masha are a very, very, very new tag team, as in they've kind of only formed in the last 2-3 weeks. And the winners of that match and new Knockouts Tag Team Champions are Killer Kelly and Masha Slamovich. The next match we go to was Scott D'Amore and his mystery partner versus Bully Ray and Diener. And Scott's mystery partner, which I'm sure nobody was expecting, was Eric Young. And the winners of that match was Scott and Eric Young. The next match was the X Division Championship, and it was Chris Sabin versus Leo Rush. And the winner of that match was Leo Rush. After it, Gia Miller interviewed Alex Shelley backstage and asked him, was this the end of the Motor City Machine Guns? And Alex walked off. So that's very ominous. I'm hoping it's not the case. I'm a huge MCMG fan, so I'd be sad, but all good things must come to an end. The next match was for the Impact World Tag Titles, and it was ABC versus Moose and Brian Myers versus Sami Callihan and Rich Swann versus Subculture, and the winners of that match was Subculture. The next match probably my favourite, well, no, my second favourite on the card would be Eddie Edwards with Alicia versus Kaz with, of course, the one and only Tracy Brooks. Lish tried to interfere, so of course Tracy got in and smacked Lish. So I'm really hoping that this is leading up to a mixed tag match, because I don't know about you guys, but I would love to see Tracy lace them up one more time. And last but not least, probably the best match on the card. We will agree to disagree if not. Deonna Purrazzo versus Trinity for the Knockouts title. And your new Knockouts champion is Trinity. You know, I've kind of predicted that from the beginning of that feud, that it was going to be Trinity. So very, very happy with the results of that. So that is my Impact review for this week. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. Please leave your comments below if you'd like. And see you all on Thursday right here on YouTube for our podcast. Bye guys.